You know why people don't respect you? Because you made it too easy. You said yes when you should have walked away. You tolerated the fake smiles. You absorbed the silent betrayals, and you let them play with you like you were a disposable toy. You think being kind buys you loyalty? Nah. Kindness buys you silence. Respect, real respect, is earned by setting boundaries, not by erasing them. They laughed behind your back because you gave them the front row seat to your downfall. You called it love. They called it entertainment. And the worst part? You still wanted them to care. You still held on like a fool, hoping they'd wake up and realize what they lost. But let me tell you something brutal, something raw. They never lost you. You lost them. You lost your time, your dignity, your energy. You gambled everything and bet on a heart that was never playing the same game. And now, you sit here, broken, wondering what went wrong. It wasn't them. It was you. You loved louder than you were respected. You gave deeper than you were appreciated. And you stayed longer than you were valued. That's on you. But it doesn't end there, because from now on, you rewrite the damn story. Let me tell you a truth they'll never say to your face. Most people are comfortable using you as long as you're useful. And when you're not, they'll disappear like ghosts. No warnings, no explanations. Just cold silence and locked doors. That's how the world works, darling. Not with honesty, but with convenience. You see, people don't leave you because they found better. They leave because they think you won't fight back. They think you'll just sit there, bleeding quietly. And guess what? Most of you do. Most of you cry behind screens, break down in bathrooms, scroll through memories at 2 a.m. hoping someone will miss you. But let me say this loud. Stop begging to be remembered in places you were forgotten. Stop trying to convince someone to see your worth when they chose blindness. You don't need closure, you need a comeback. You don't need pity, you need power. And not the fake, loud kind that posts quotes and screams for attention. I mean the silent kind, the kind that works in the dark, moves in silence, and explodes when it's time. You want to win? Learn this lesson hard. Nobody's coming to save you. Not your friends, not your lover, not your family. You are the damn rescue plan. You are the weapon and the shield. Every tear you cried, fuel. Every fake person you trusted, fire. Every betrayal, lesson. Use it. Turn your pain into discipline, your silence into strength, your loneliness into focus. You want to rise? Then fall first. Fall hard. Feel the pain, bleed, scream into your pillow if you have to, but get the hell up. Stop posting your breakdowns. Stop explaining yourself. Stop expecting apologies from people who sleep peacefully after breaking you. Let them go. Let them believe they won. Because the moment you disappear and work in silence, that's when they start to worry. That's when your name haunts their mind. Not when you cry. Not when you beg, but when you vanish and reappear better, stronger, unrecognizable. That's your revenge. And it's quiet, it's cold, and it's permanent. You ever notice how the world claps louder for your downfall than your success? That's no accident. People are addicted to watching others break. Misery loves company, and comfort zones hate ambition. The second you start thinking bigger, acting smarter, moving different, you become a threat to their mediocrity. That's why they laugh when you speak your dreams. That's why they disappear when you need them most. Because deep down, they know you're capable of something they're too scared to attempt. And instead of rising with you, they'd rather drag you down and call it just being honest. Let me break it to you raw. They don't want you to win. Your glow makes their darkness more obvious. Your strength makes their excuses look weak. So they'll do whatever it takes to shrink you. Jokes, gossip, doubt. But you've got a choice. You either let them mold you into their fears, or you become the storm they never saw coming. And I'm not talking about loud tantrums. I'm talking about disciplined chaos. I'm talking about waking up every day with a grudge against failure, with a silent promise to yourself that you're done being their joke. Because they made a mistake. They thought you were soft. They thought your kindness was weakness. So now it's time to burn the script. Listen, pain is the greatest professor you'll ever have. It doesn't give lectures. It gives scars. Permanent reminders of what happens when you trust the wrong people, stay in the wrong place, or betray yourself just to keep someone else comfortable. Every time you ignored your gut just to be polite, pain took notes. Every time you lowered your standards because you didn't want to seem too much, pain was watching. And now you sit there exhausted, not from what life did to you, but from what you allowed. But here's the twist. Pain isn't your enemy. It's your trigger, your wake-up call. You don't build resilience in comfort. You build it in silence, in loneliness, in war. You want to be strong? Stop avoiding the dark. Sit with it. Let it teach you. Let it destroy who you used to be. The old version of you, the one who tolerated disrespect, who begged for love, who doubted his own worth. He needs to die. Bury him. And from that dirt, rise as someone they can't recognize. No explanations. No warnings. Just war. And don't be fooled by the noise. Most of them ain't happy. They just got better filters. People out here faking peace, faking love, faking confidence, just to survive in a world that shames the real ones. But you're not like them. You've been through fire. You've had nights where you couldn't breathe, days where your chest felt like it was caving in. And yet you're still here. Scarred, yes, but standing. Do you even realize how dangerous that makes you? You survived what was meant to kill you. That's not weakness. That's lethal strength. So stop dimming your fire to keep others warm. Let them burn. Let your silence be the sound of your evolution. The Joker don't beg for applause. He sets the whole circus on fire and watches the clowns panic. That's you now. No more waiting, no more hoping, no more explaining. Just results, just discipline, just cold execution. You think revenge is screaming at the ones who hurt you? No. Revenge is becoming everything they said you couldn't be. It's success that doesn't post selfies. It's building in silence while they rot in confusion. You don't need to prove anything with words anymore. Let your actions be a language they can't translate. You disappeared for a reason. You suffered for a purpose. And now it's time to collect. Not their apologies. Your power. Your identity. The version of you that doesn't flinch anymore, that doesn't beg for closure, that doesn't care who stays or who leaves. You want to be free? Then stop asking for permission. Be ruthless with your peace. Guard your time like it's gold. Trust less. Watch more. And above all, listen to this every day. Because the world doesn't care until you win. So win. Quietly. Violently. Relentlessly. You know what the cruelest lie they ever fed you was? That being a good person guarantees good treatment. That if you just love hard enough, stay loyal long enough, swallow enough disrespect, one day they'll wake up and appreciate you. But here's the cold truth. Some people don't deserve your love. They don't deserve your loyalty. Hell, they didn't even earn your time. But you gave it anyway, didn't you? Gave your attention to people who couldn't hold a conversation unless it was about themselves. Gave your support to people who disappeared the second you needed a fraction of what you gave. And now you're tired. Not because you're weak, but because you spent your energy trying to prove your worth to people who were never even looking. And that's your lesson. You don't chase people anymore. You don't fight to stay in places where you're treated like an option. You outgrow them, quietly, painfully, permanently. Because the real flex isn't proving them wrong, it's outliving the version of yourself that tolerated them in the first place. You want to know what strength is? It's not muscles, it's not noise, it's not followers or fame. Strength is choosing to walk away from everything that broke you without becoming like them. It's sitting in your silence, bleeding, shaking, and still whispering, I got this. It's waking up with chaos in your chest and still showing up like you're at peace. That's power. That's lethal. And they hate that. They hate that after everything, you're still standing, that you didn't crash, that you didn't go crazy, that you didn't beg. That silence, it burns more than 1,000 words. It makes them wonder, makes them panic, makes